Hello. I don't know if I'm going to keep this live or not. I know that I have some pretty junky lives that I've left up. So we'll see. Welcome to what is distracting me from the bar. I did pray about it. I did pray about it. I had to ask myself, like, what would the priests at my church, in my parish, what would they say? What would they do? So what would the Catholic person do? Because when I say, like, what would Jesus do? I already know what Jesus would do. He's a revolutionary. And so I can't do what Jesus would do. I gotta do what the priest would do. So this is what happened. Yesterday, so these are all first world problems, honestly. And it shouldn't really bother me. It really shouldn't. But it has bothered me in the past. And so things take time, right? Things take time. Things have to work themselves out. And so there's people who, for whatever reason, are out here touching my things, things that do not belong to them, taking my things, and acting as though this is okay. So, it's one of those situations for me where, like, when I look at it in totality, when I look at why I'm here, why I'm in the village, why I'm redoing this house, why, this is the basement, by the way, why I'm putting so much money out to the Board of Law Examiners. uh, when I think about that, I just see like my kids, I see my boys, right? And in seeing that, there's this immense sense of responsibility that sort of fights its way through, that emerges, that comes forward. And I'm responsible for those sugar babies. I'm responsible for them until, like, basically they die. Because the hope is that I die first, right? So when I die, I'm still responsible for them. That's why I have to make sure that I um, have my affairs in order, that I have an estate for them, right? So, yeah, that's just the reality of it. Like, once you have children, that's it. So I think of them and I think about, all right, this is why. This is why we're doing this. And so when I get into a situation like I've been in the past 2 days with these people, people I don't know, um, just random, like random, and they're neighbors, right? They're my neighbors. Um, because neighbor has this connotation of friendliness, right? It's not just people who live kind of next to each other. It has this extra connotation, right? And from biblical verses about being kind to your neighbors and things like that, to just a common understanding. That's how it's supposed to be, right? But it's not always like that, and that doesn't mean that there's a crime that has been committed, that there's something that needs to be resolved. I mean, if you think about it, neighborly feuds, there's movies about neighborly feuds. There's plays about neighborly feuds. There's the McCoys and the whomevers and the Appalachians. Now, I don't even know where that is, but American folklore, right? So what I'm realizing now is that, like, I am not about to call the police on every single thing that happens and that I know this person is like a repeat customer. This is a repeat customer. I'm not going to be calling the police. Like, I'm not going to do that. Documentation for what? To do what with? Like, what am I doing with this documentation? Nobody cares. Ain't nobody gonna do shit. So it's just a waste of, like, really, it's a waste of my own resources because the police department is funded by my husband's taxes, right? And so I don't want to be wasting my resources with people like antagonizing me. And so, having prayed upon it, it's like clergy put up with a lot of shit. They do. Clergy put up with a lot of shit. I don't know too much about like American like clergy, but Catholicism is Catholicism. It's the same wherever you go, right? So at least it's supposed to be, right? The same wherever you go. That's the whole reason. The whole reason it's lasted hundreds of years, right? So I'm realizing that it's better for me to just go out there and gather all of the garbage that they have tossed, put it in my garbage container, rearrange things so it doesn't look like I'm an asshole. Like, I just go and I toss shit and I don't care if it lands in the garbage or not. And just rearrange everything and just go on back inside and live my life. This is what I've decided to do because life is lifing. Life is lifing. I don't have time, for animosity. I don't have time to be wasting my energy. Like, no. So this space, the basement, we have not come down here in over a year, except for inspections, right? Inspector and legal people coming in and doing their little insurance, whatever things that they do. So I've not been down here. We have not been down here. The laundry room is down here. The laundry room is, but because of like the state of affairs, it's really, we just don't do as much volume of laundry as we used to. I used to do laundry like as many times a day as I did dishes in the dishwasher, running the dishwasher. Like, it's an active household. There's 5 of us, you know, so slowing that down, that meant getting smarter about what we wear, right? So, and things have been great, you know, things have been great. I'm not even gonna lie. I know, you know, things are not great. I should pan the film, but I won't, right? But things have been great. I thank God. Life is lifing. Life is lifing. So for those of you who tuned in, thank you. I'm going to do my ukulele when my husband is out of his meeting. He's in a meeting right now. And then I will think about what type of food to make for dinner is what I'll be doing next. Maybe I should take you guys with me. All right. God bless you guys. Thank you for watching.